Welcome back, y'all. I got an interesting one for you today. So during COVID, early COVID, I picked up this old VW that needed a lot of work, and this was before I was really confident working on cars. So it was really my first experience working on anything. There's a bunch of pieces missing in the engine. I think I have some old footage. I'll try and put that in here. But regardless, it was, a little over what my comfort level was at that point in time. So I got it to where I thought it was like 90% of the way there, took it to a local shop, and it has been in that shop for over 2 years now. But today I got it back, so do a quick video of it. I'm gonna give it a wash and then try and see about some paint correction. I think the paint's too far gone, but I figured, may as well polish a turd because it's fun. There's the old brake line, and it snapped, and that was fun. So I had to take this new brake line and bend it to fit behind the engine all the way down and then into the new brake hose. So hopefully it will bleed. This is a 1984 Volkswagen Rabbit GTI. They only made the GTI in the 83, 84 years, and there was only about 30,000 of them made each model year. So this is the last year of the Mark I with the GTI. So semi-rare, but also kind of fun here. So believe it or not, a quick wash on a 50-year-old economy paint job did not make all the difference. And when I was drying it, a lot of what appeared to be paint just came off too. So I don't think we're going to be able to do any sort of compound with this. We may be able to do a light polish, but I'm worried it's just all going to come off. And for the time being, I want to keep it, with the little patina and whatever else that it has. So I'll probably just do a quick polish and see if that helps. I have both the 7-inch polisher and the 3-inch polisher for some smaller areas. So that's going to be predominantly what we're using, as well as Meguiar's for the compound and polish. This is the compound we're going to be using, and then this is the polish. So I went with the green because it's a little less. Hopefully it doesn't, paint. But I'll try it in an area that I don't really care about first to see. And then if it does, I'll just switch to the yellow, and then I've already got the yellow on this one for the polish. So a lot of paint coming off on both of them, but I mean, it's looking at least a little shinier. So I'll take what I can get because I wasn't expecting much. Getting in this little sill as well as this column and up here is going to be a pain in the neck. But I mean, shoot, it actually looks halfway decent for 50 years old now. So we'll see what we can do. Honestly, not so freaking bad. Take it a little corner at a time. I think we'll make some good progress here. They're just gonna focus on this corner panel for the time being. So swap the pads to the polishing, and then we got some polish. So I'm gonna give it a go. issue that I'm running into on this one is that it's so gosh darn hot, and because it's black, it's really ridiculously hot. So as soon as I put that polish on, it like sinks into the surface and I can't move it around fast enough. So you have, I mean, I've done a decent job of trying to get it out, but you can see areas like this that it's still on the surface or right here. So really need to be doing this probably in more mild temperatures. Done about half of the hood, and I'm just always amazed at how a little goes a long way, and that's just without polish, just compound. So hopefully we can get better from here. The roof after our first compound, I don't think we'll do any more compound because we're already getting some hot spots and places that the paint's too thin to be doing all that. So probably just some polish and then move on. We also decided to try and compound the side mirrors as well as the trim on the side. It's hard to tell, but it made a huge difference. This one is going to be that before. And then that's that after. I mean, it still keeps its original sort of shape. It's got that sort of distressed look, putting it gently. But I mean, it all looks pretty darn good for the age of this paint. I'm quite impressed, honestly. Now, is it perfect? No. Is it pretty good for 40-year-old paint? Yeah, absolutely. It took us about 2 to 3 hours to do the whole compound polish, all that good stuff. I mean, you're not gonna get all of it out, but honestly, it gives a little bit of character. That thing, as well as the smaller guy, loved that. Able to get into some of these harder to find places, you know, along the windows and the sills and things. So realistically, I think we hit every piece of paint that we could have on this, and I'm stoked with the result and excited for a new project, honestly. So I got some fun things planned for this, but we'll keep you updated. I've also been told that heat guns will sometimes bring the oils on these plastic bits back to the surface. So I'm gonna try that out as well, see if it does any good. This is the first little bit I've seen actually work. Apologize for the noise here, but that is gonna be a really long process. I mean, I kind of see a difference. Like you can tell I stopped right about here. I don't know if it's worth the time because it's still, you know, decent, but yeah, my fingers are already numb from holding that down for so damn long. There's certainly some difference, but I'm not really sure that it's worth the effort, to be honest with you. The compound worked just as good. The story behind this one was I got it actually for free in 2021 from a person that passed away. The person that inherited it didn't want anything to do with it, so they hired someone, and the person put it up on Facebook, said, hey, free, whoever comes get it. And I rented a trailer, went down there, picked it up, and it's important to me and, you know, meaningful to me because this was actually my dad's first car. I mean, not this one in particular, but, you know, this was the model of his first car. So it was super cool for us to work together on it, and you know, I think he's pretty stoked about it too. So now we have my first car, the Miata, my dad's first car, the Golf, and then my grandfather's first car, the MGB, which we're going to be getting back to here very shortly. So if you've been waiting on that, I do apologize, but we're getting back to it. So we got more stuff coming for you soon. We appreciate you watching as always, and we'll see you in the next one.